Getting out the tank. Wait. Hello, pal. Okay, start moving forward.
Reculez, vite, reculez. Démerdez-vous, reculez, bordel.
We were in the backyard, and there will probably never be...
And we knew they knew it.
729. 737.
He sort of ignored the warning, and he was shot, the chief of staff.
A lot of people were off the road, they were shot at. It was clearly dangerous.
Can you get the numbers at all?
This is actual footage filmed by British Cold War spies. At the height of the Cold War, a small group of British, American and French troops spent their days driving into enemy territory and spying on Soviet forces.
And from there, that's where we hope to see the next series of kit trains.
They were the only Western forces to regularly get up close and personal with the enemy. This is the story of Brixmas, a tale of espionage, capture behind enemy lines. In reality, the men of Brixmas, the British Commander-in-Chief's mission to the Soviet forces, were in a perfect position to spy on their former ally. Under liaison rules, 31 men in the unit had permission to travel into what was now enemy territory.
Nothing in the window. Seem to have black tabs. Scud again, black tabs. No other markings.
And even though they had to wear uniform and drive marked cars, they were able to bend the rules beyond breaking point to gather vital intelligence on exactly what the Soviets were up to.
We didn't ever have any confidential talks inside the house. We always went into the garden, and then we subsequently found out after reunification that the Stasi had a long-range microphone across the lake. It'd be nice to have gone and reflected on that. You know.
People who used to spy for a living, like Dave Butler, don't get less curious.
There's a car in the drive, and
They do get a little more careful.
in years gone by I would have jumped over the fence.
In the late 80s, Dave Butler served in Brixmas. He was a tour NCO, working with a tour officer and a driver as part of a close-knit three-man team. 30 years after the wall came down, Dave is back in the former East Germany. He's looking for the man who sheltered him behind the lines, and a former Soviet adversary, now willing to go on the record about the deaths and cover-ups that were once state secrets. The former Soviet Liberosa tank range is where Dave made one of his most important finds.
We very much are where the T-80s used to run down here, firing on the move.
This is actual footage shot by Brixmas in the 1980s, when they were a covert intelligence unit. For British troops at this time, Cold War Germany was a dangerous place to be, and this kind of access to the east was almost unheard of for Western forces.
Oh, that looks like it goes. Yeah. So this is where the tank would have driven into. But anyway, what you have to remember here is that none of these trees were here. 33 years ago, this was a tank range. So there was nothing here between here and the 4 kilometres.
I can zoom in on. Can you get the numbers?
Yeah, I got that one.
729. 737.
Brixmas tour officers and NCOs would use discarded ammunition and kit they found here to extrapolate key information about the thousands of Soviet troops who were garrisoned in East Germany.
As soon as the tanks had...
Here they come.
Analysis of the ERA box revealed NATO anti-tank weaponry was not strong enough to penetrate Soviet armour, sending weapons designers back to the drawing board. All such discoveries were made as part of a three-man team. It wasn't always the West who came out on top.
There we go. There's a fortune coming round again.
If the men on the ground overstep the mark, consequences could be severe.